Alright, gang, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. So, today I wanted to talk about a more serious subject, something I've been through and a lot of men are going through. I'm sure a lot of women too, but this one is especially for the men, and it is about the power of not releasing, aka jerking off, and letting your precious semen out of your body with the absence of another female in presence, ready to capture the semen. Pretty much, what we're doing as a society is tricking ourselves and getting off to pixels, a digital girlfriend, if you will. And that's just the beginning. There's a lot of weird kinks out there, a lot of extra crap out there that we don't need, and we are tricking ourselves and not doing right by our humanity, not doing right by our soul spiritually. It is not what God intended us to do, and I'm going to talk about my experience with it, how you can help this, and what the future is, how to put yourself in a better direction to help you overcome these problems of pretty much jerking off to pixels and releasing when you don't have to, when you shouldn't have to. It's a waste of energy. We're made for each other. God made man and woman to combine with each other to create what? More life. A baby. Another human being. 2 equals 3. 1 plus 1 equals 3. To create another life. And it is my opinion that we are wasting our energy, time, resources, our entire physical being on releasing with a computer, looking at a phone, looking at a magazine. It's wrong. It's not the way to go about it. So, I was definitely exposed super early in my life. I think the first time I seen any pornography magazines when I was like 4 or 5. And from then on, used porn and videos and magazines in my imagination all the way up until I was like 26, 27. And I had a good friend in my life that once said, this was after he had a daughter with a lady, and he said, one time we were talking about porn, and he said, that's somebody's daughter. And when he said that, that hit me. Just one sentence. That's somebody's daughter. It hit me so hard. And I was like, you're right. That is somebody's daughter. And from then on, I changed. And I cut myself off cold turkey. And I stopped. And the way I felt after that, within the coming weeks, was amazing. I had so much more energy. I had so much more vigor. I felt brighter. I felt happier. I didn't release and then have to wait for energy to build back up. I kept that energy to myself, and there's a name for it. It's called sexual transmutation. And you hold your own, and you don't let it out, and you only let it out when you're in the presence of a woman, with a woman, for the right reasons. And by holding on to that, I gained so much more power. I was more witty. Felt like I was becoming smarter. I heard names of people I met, and I remembered them quite more frequently. I was more interested in conversations. Little things made me happy. I wasn't jonesing for another session with myself. And this is something a lot of young men, even older men, possibly a lot of women, young and older women, are probably dealing with too. And this doesn't have to be something that, you're ashamed of. This is a human conscious part of our beings. This is something we can't help. Well, it feels like we can't help. We can help it, but it takes a mega amount of discipline. So, back to the discipline part of it. By doing this, by creating a space for yourself to take a breath and say, wait, let me hold back my bodily temptations, what my body wants to do. You need to press the brakes, think about it, and say, is it really worth it? About 300 calories is going to leave your body. This is talking about the men, that is. 300 calories you can't get back. You can get it back in the form of food, but this is your male life essence, your energy, your power inside you, full of power. You have the power to create life. It takes two. It takes the man and the woman to create the life. And we're allowing, our kamehamehas to come out of us and and leave our body and leave us in a state of fatigue. The only time we should be doing this is in the presence of another woman for the right reason. I totally believe this. So, you can discipline yourself. There is a movement, I guess you'd call it, called NoFap. And it's gained a lot of press in the last few years. I think that it is totally worth it. And I don't think it's as scary and as difficult as everybody thinks it is. And sure, it's called a relapse, just like you relapse on alcoholism or relapse and you eating junk food. You could relapse, and not all is lost. Get back on it. Get back on the wagon. Stay disciplined. Don't waste your energy on pixels, on a digital girlfriend, on OF, on your own hand. It's worthless. If you save that energy, you can create so much. You can create writing. You can build your own YouTube. You can build muscle. You can get stronger. You can run marathons. You have the power as a man. You have life energy, superpowers. Hold back. Make sure you're doing your due diligence. Hold on and release when it's time. You should be releasing when it's time to procreate, to create more children, create another human being on this planet. That's what it's for. It is not for quick pleasures, a quick release. There's a saying in the community of before dating, guys say, never go out with a loaded gun. I think that's terrible advice. I think you should go out with a very loaded gun. And you know what we're speaking about here. You should go out holding back. You can gain so much more insight from it. You'll be more interested in what the lady's talking about. You'll be more interested in the conversation. Even meeting strangers, you're just going to have a presence about you. You're holding back. You'll feel the glow. You'll see the glow. You'll be the glow. Because that is life energy that you have and you're holding on to. No reason to waste it. Do not waste it. Don't waste your time here. You can do it. Discipline yourself. I've practiced this for years and years and years. This is not new to me. I'm very used to this. And I'll say it served me right. And I feel more spiritually connected. I feel more intelligent. I feel like I've got a grasp on my life as a whole. And the discipline that comes with it, it gives me the vigor to go out and get the things I want every single day in the world. With fierce anger. And with truth behind it. And with more gratitude and the right attitude. There's no reason to go out there without, go out there after you've released. You're gonna be lame. You're gonna be not in the right position of life. You're going to be sad. It's not gonna work. You're gonna be fighting this addiction on and off. Should you do this? Should you not do this? Indecisive. You don't want that. Instead, you want to discipline yourself, just like with the diet, just like with training, just like with hopping on a bike when you're tired as hell. Experience the discipline. It'll build you. It builds character. The CBMs, the character building moments of life. That's what it's all about. So, to all the gents out there, Quit jerking off to pixels. Save that up. Go talk to some ladies. Go get interested. Go learn conversations. Go do something. Don't waste your energy. You could use that on a PR. You know? You could use that on extra reps. You could use that on building anything you want. You could play guitar. You could create music. You could create anything. It's there to create a human being. It's not there to end up on a fucking napkin. Okay? It's not there to end up on a towel. That's not what it's for. We're wasting our energy. That's gluttonous, and it means that we have too much. Trust me, our ancestors, they weren't playing with themselves. They were procreating to create more humans, to fight off the beast, to kill the beast, to eat, to create more humans. I doubt they're pleasuring themselves. You know, we had this problem back in Rome, when Rome fell. Sadly, this is where I see America is now. We have way too many pleasures at our fingertips, and we do not need to continue down this road. We need to discipline ourselves. Right now is the time. Let's discipline ourselves. Let's gain strength. Be honest. Get powerful in our convictions. We need to help ourselves out. And we can help ourselves out by not following this crap, all this corn. We don't need to be watching this or experiencing this. We need to hold back and reserve our energy for the right time. So think about that. Next time you think about edging, don't. Remove your hand. Don't touch yourself. Instead, go touch some weights. Go touch grass. Go do a hike. Go swimming. Go breathe the air. Go take a walk. Go help somebody. Go serve your community. Do anything. But don't do that. Don't waste your energy. All right. Getting real with you. Thank you. Tim Brennan, Odd Fitness. I gotta get ready for work now. Signing out. Don't do it.